everybody, I'm Jackie Larocque. I am from iCats for Groomers. We are an adult continuing education school for pet groomers to learn the art of styling and grooming cats. I've been grooming cats for over 8 years now. I attained my master's in cat grooming from the Professional Cat Groomers Association of America in 2012, and I also certify for them. Today we're going to be demonstrating bathing a cat, and we're going to be using a really new product out by OPAWZ. We've got some Degreaser Cream and we've got some Shampoo. These products are designed especially for cats. The Degreaser Cream, this is what we use first. I love this cream. It spreads nicely. It really cuts the grease without drying out the coat. It also helps remove a lot of the dandruff. After that, we're going to follow it with the Bouncy shampoo for short-haired cats. For the cat that we have there today is a short-haired cat. Again, the shampoo is nice. It's very clean. It gets all the dirt out, and coupled and partnered with this, it gets lots of dandruff and lots of grease out, leaves it nice and shining and bouncy. The important thing when before we bath the cat or even groom it, make sure we have everything ready. So we've got my table ready, I've got this ready for any brushing and everything. I've got this table ready for a burrito for this. We've got my dryer here, got my tub over here. In the bottom of the tub you'll see a screen. That's so that my cat can sit quite nicely and comfortably on there without getting water pooled around. And we're going to be bathing cats with loofahs. So the first thing we do with loofahs is we get them damp so that way we have an easier time spreading the shampoo. I like using the loofahs on the cats. It really holds the shampoo and the degreaser well as spreading it evenly and completely. We don't have to use a whole lot of it, and we don't have to get in with our fingers and hope we get all the spots. So the first thing we're going to do with this is we're going to put a nice big glob on there of degreaser, and we're going to put a nice big couple globs on there with of shampoo. The wonderful thing about the OPAWZ shampoos is they're all got the little pumps on there, so if you do need some more, you don't have to mess around with the lid or lift anything up. You can just pump it on and we're done. The cat that we're going to do today is Mishka. Mishka is a 15-year-old cat. She is a short-haired cat. She was groomed in December. Her hair hasn't grown back that much, but she's a really good cat to show because she is really dirty. She has asthma, so she is actually allergic to her own dander, so she gets bathed and groomed quite a bit here. She's also a diabetic, and if you'll notice throughout the film, you'll see that her pupils may be different sizes, and this is very typical for her. We test this to see how her insulin levels are doing. So after the bath and when she's going home, if her pupils don't come back to relatively the same size, we know that the owner has to check her insulin levels and check her insulin medication. She's a very quiet cat, normally, but in the bath she will meow the whole time. Again, this is normal for her. She does it here. She also does it at home. She has a figure-8 harness on. You'll notice. This is what I use with bathing cats. You can get these either at pet stores.
Talk a bit louder.
Oh, you can get these in pet stores, the figure-8 harness. I use a lot of these. A lot of times you can get them in the dog area as well. I always like to have one for dogs, for the really obese, plump cats. This is what I use to hold on to. I don't like trying to hold on to a wet, soapy cat. I don't tie cats up because if they panic and fly out of the tub, I want them to be able to go. I don't want any mishaps happening where they could possibly break a neck or break their back. So let's get Mishka out. Hi, sweetie. Hello. Hello, baby cakes. Good girl. Oh, I got you. Hi. Oh, I got your legs stuck there. I got you. Oh, there we go. So we have this harness on here. I usually put a bigger one on her because she's just a little bit plump. But we're going to zoom in and you're going to see her coat. It is very dandruffy. It's very dry. I opted not to shave her today because we are still apparently in winter up here in Canada. And we're just going to bath her, and this way you'll be able to see a really nice difference in what the shampoo can do for a cat. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. Hello. Okay, let's get her into the tub. I know, sweetie. I know, here she goes. There we go. I know. going to turn the pressure down a little bit so it's not so much. We're going to get her nice and wet here. Good girl. That's it. I know. It is true. Yes, beautiful. I know. We like to keep this hose really close to their body. That way we get it really nice and wet everywhere and we don't shock the cat. So here we have our degreaser with our loofah. Now we're just going to scrub it in there. Look at how nice that foams off, eh? We're able to get everywhere. I know. You betcha. Hi, sweetheart. It's really important to get inside the paws and underneath the paws, and that's why I really, really like using these loofahs, because we can spread those pads out and get right in there and scrub. One of the things with a lot of cats is they use clumping litter. Clumping litter, that's okay, that's bigger. It clumps because it's got clay in it, and so if they get in there and their litter, if their litter gets stuck in their toes and their pads, of course they sweat through their feet. And then what happens is you've got clay clumping litter clumping in the pads of their feet. So it's really, really important to get this in here. No, good. Yeah, I know. Another thing that this loofah does is it really helps to exfoliate and get some of that dandruff off. Good girl. Rinse. I know. Hi. You're okay. I know, right? Oh. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Good girl. Good girl. Yes, I know. Good girl. Atta girl. Very good girl. You got it. Now we get our shampoo here already. And again, it's right there all ready to go. We just got, I know, honey bun. I know. You're a good girl. Under the bum. We really want to scrub under here nice. We got lots of grungy stuff under there. And that's it. Those toes. Yeah, I know, honey. You got it. Yeah, you're a good girl. Hi. Girl. As you can see with this harness, this is so easy to hang on to. We're not trying to hang on to a wet, soapy cat. I was able to control her when she had that little bit of a hissy fit. I know, you're okay. Without having her slide and slip out of my hands as a soapy cat would. I can also lift her up here. I know. Without actually using the strap. And she can grip onto this screen as an extra security if she needs to. And now we have a wet, clean cat. Oh, Carol. Squeeze it all out there. I know your nails are long. I'm gonna get that. Really depend on the cat whether I cut the nails first or after. I tend to like to wait until after we're done everything. Good girl. Okay. Just because a lot of cats really hate having their nails cut, and it can make the groom go so much worse. We're going to push her down, and I'll wrap this kitty up. Take that tail and tuck it up there. There we go. I know, right? And there we have a kitty and a burrito. Hi, sweetheart. I know. You're okay. Hi. Hello. So her eyes are pretty good. They're not overly different. So we know that her insulin levels are pretty good. Hi. You're a good girl. The nice thing about the burrito is it really soaks a lot of the water. Usually the cats are pretty much dry by the time we're all done drying this. So while they're wrapped up in the towel here, just kind of skittered out of this one. There we go, baby. I know, honey. This is a good time to cut the nails if you haven't done so before. So we just want to take those hooks off. She's got really sharp nails. Like I said, she's an old cat, so her nails sometimes don't get as used as they should. I know. It's okay. Yeah, you're a good girl. Yes, you are. Ouch, ouch. There we go. Yeah. Good girl. Somewhere in here we have a back foot. There's one, and one more foot, and we're good to go. There we go. Good girl. Feet all clean. Tuck her back up. She just complains so much. So now since we're here, we're going to dry her little mane here that she has. I'm just going to get this harness off here, so it'll give me some room to dry. I don't really need it anymore, so we can get that off. Hi! I'm going to turn it down just a little bit. There we go. Are there any questions or anything? Oh, okay. In case you're wondering, this little dryer is a chi dryer for dogs. It's called a spot dryer. I'd never really heard of them, but I got it at an auction the other day, so I really, really like it. It's really nice to have directional drying on them, and a little easier to maneuver than a table dryer. Okay. You take it off? see how nice this coat is coming out already. Remember all that dandruff and everything we had before? Very little of it left now. I know, you're okay. You're okay, you're okay. I know. You're okay, yeah, you're okay. You're good. You're so good. She's almost dry just with that towel. Isn't that cool? I love the burritos. They just dry so quickly when they're shorter haired. Or if they've just been shaved, we always like to shave them first before we bath them so that they dry faster, especially some of these long-haired cats. I know. We don't do a whole lot of brush and bath where I am. We usually tend to shave most of them into either lion cats or dragons or bobcats or lynxes. We don't have many show people cats here. I have a few, but not a whole lot. Turn that down a little bit. I know. I'm trying to hurry. I'm just a poor human. I know, I'm just a human slave. I get it. I'm sorry. You're okay, baby. You're okay. There we go. There we go. Come on up and look. Remember how gross and dirty and greasy it was before? You know how nice that is. There's still a little bit of dandruff on there, but nothing compared to what it was. Good girl. There we go. Good girl. For the face, I tend not to wash the face. I don't really want them to get a whole mouthful of shampoo or anything. If they do have a dirty face and a grungy face, what we do is we use this. It's just saline solution, and you can use that to clean off the eyes, and it really works really, really well. I know. So what I'm also going to show you guys, I'm going to show you guys some new scissors that OPAWZ is coming out with, and you guys are going to really love these for cats. They are specially made for cats. They're about a 7, sweetheart, I know, a 7-inch. They're nice and light. They're a lot lighter than some of the dog grooming scissors out there. And the blade is really, really fine in here, which helps because it doesn't bend the cat hair. It really, really cuts it nice and neat. So when we're using these, I like to brush the cat's fur up. I know. And then we just take, and then we just scissor it so it's all even. Look at how those cut. Isn't that awesome? Like they don't bend the hair at all. They just scissor it right off. okay. I know. You just want to go home. It's a Sunday afternoon, snowy in Canada, and you just want to sit at home. I know. I'm just going to even up in here a little bit. Again, we comb everything out to the front here. Okay, now I got you. All right. Oh, you're so nice. Okay, doesn't leave hardly any marks in there. Evens everything out wonderful. And doesn't bend that hair. And I haven't had these sharp. I've only had these sharpened once, and they were sharpened, oh, probably a few weeks ago anyway. I do quite a bit of scissoring on cats. We do a lot of barbering and stuff. Got these little flickies off. I know. You're just so good. You've just been such a good little cat. Yes, you have. And there we go. It adds and nicely blends everything in. Alrighty. So yeah, take a look at this coat. We're going to dry this back a little bit more after we're done here. So what do you guys think of the new OPAWZ shampoo and the results? Pretty nice, eh? And it's not Dawn. And you don't have to leave it in. Here we go, baby. Alrighty, we're just going to put her back and I'll finish drying her when we're done here. Yes. Okay. Good girl. Alrighty, so that's it. I hope you guys give this shampoo and the degreasing cream a try. I think everybody will really, really like it, and I think your cats and your clients will really like it as well. Does anybody have any questions? No?
I'm just sending love.
Heart, I love all of you too. I love you all, and don't get scratched, okay? Be careful out there.
Kathleen Arnold says thank you.
No problem.
Brendan and Claudia are sending heart faces.
See, it's all lovely. But yeah, give OPAWZ a call. Sometimes they might be able to send you out samples. If you get a chance, try it. I absolutely love it. I love the results. I love that we don't have to leave it on for long periods of time like some. I love that it doesn't strip the coat. And I love that it really helps get that dandruff and that grease off. And that is it. Go forth and groom cats, everybody. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.